please turn on your cameras in this meeting. You guys should know that already. And participate. I encourage you guys to participate, especially the newbies. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. Someone else might have your same question, especially if they're new here. So I encourage you to participate. Okay, this is for you guys. So yeah, we're gonna listen to a call tonight. I believe Elvie has one in the queue right now. I'm not sure if the person's here yet. Right, Elvie? Let's start with the Q&A in the meantime. Any questions that you guys may have before we jump into the calibration?
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the objection like list for objection answers we made a while ago. You said you would finalize it and then put a link for it.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
that
so
done?
glad you asked. I told the team today. I told them, I was like, somebody's gonna ask about that sheet. So do you guys want to finish it or not? So the sheet is finished. We're trying to add some other objections that Elvie's just heard throughout different calls to make it as inclusive as possible. So Elvie should be done making her additions tomorrow, and then we'll get it to the dev team. They'll put the watermark on it and make it available for the website. So we should have it done tomorrow, Wednesday.
Got it. Thank you.
Good night, everybody. This is Juan here. This is actually my second meeting that I attend to. I just have a very basic question. I'm probably new to this, but I'd like to know a little bit more about the dynamic of the whole meeting. From the last that was Thursday. You guys were listening to calls and role playing. Are we gonna get because I said this is my second meeting, right? So I was wondering, we gonna get the script, and then we're gonna practice, or because
Yeah, absolutely. Questions? No, so on these meetings, we do call calibrations, we do role plays, especially for the newbies that want to practice the script before they get on the phones, or even after they're on the phones and they want to refine their skills. That's what role playing is for. We also have some nights that are topic related, where we cover one specific topic in one night, real estate related, obviously. And then we also have some guest speakers on Thursdays here and there. Again, all real estate related topics, guests, and sometimes we'll do even Q&A too. So this is really the space for you to not only learn more about how to use the script and how to be better on the phones, but also to learn about real estate in general. So, and connect with others too. The people that you're working with right now, you have people that work with, and then people that you will be working with in the future too. So I put the link
pretty
on the
much
script.
everybody mixed up.
Yeah.
All right.
Most of us here are from our team. We have some people joining from other mentors.
Welcome, Juan. We even get crazy British guys in here occasionally, so keep coming.
I can tell. Awesome. Yeah, it's great to be part of the family now. Great. So are we gonna get the copy of the script, or this is the same one that we apply for on jobs, like the one that we have?
No, so I dropped it in the chat. If you see the link, it says reiconvertible.com/scripts. You can get a download there. During your onboarding session, we'll provide you with all the materials that you need. But if you want to practice beforehand the script, it's there in the chat. Did you see it?
Yeah.
In the Zoom chat?
Okay. It's called call script. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to participate. Role plays, they sound fun.
Okay, let's do it. All right, Graham, you take over. You're the role play expert.
But I don't want to. I'm not. Just want take a look at the grid first. But yeah, I mean in the future,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
tomorrow, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All
not
right.
familiar with the script yet.
All right. Sounds
That's okay, Juan. Yeah, it's okay to read it at first. And why don't you read the first paragraph to me?
All right. Hi, Graham. This is Juan with the local home buyers. I was calling about your property 12345. We're real estate investors, and I just wanted to see if you have considered the possibility of selling.
Yeah, sure. That wasn't bad at all. Let's do it again. Yeah, that's great stuff. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. We're looking for, to buy properties in this area. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Start from the top. Say ring ring, and then
Okay, ring ring.
again. Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Graham. This is Juan with local home buyers. I was calling about your property on 12345 Main Street. We're real estate investors, and I just wanted to see if you have considered the possibility of selling.
Yeah. I've given it some thought. What you got? Have you got an offer for me?
Hold on. Oh, so I just got a little lost here.
That's the right one. You did great. Huh? What did
Yeah,
other
they did
people?
great.
I thought the tone was fine. It's just as good as most of us. Good start. Yeah. Not that hard. Yeah. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna practice in the mirror, or what my favorite way of practicing is actually fire up your Zoom. It's just you and Zoom, right? And then do it to yourself and go through the script 10 times at least, every day for a week, and you'll be in a good position. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Great for speaking up. That was great, Daniel, wasn't it? Yeah, super.
All right. All right. So that's your homework one. All righty. Now, can we play a call from Kevin? I see one that we have on the queue for Kevin since Marlon is not here. So we can do Kevin first, and then if he joins later, we'll do Marlon.
Okay, we'll do Diana. I'll play it now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, Marvina. This is Kevin with the Home Buyers Network. I was calling about your property. We're real estate investors. I just wanted to see if you consider possibly selling.
It's already sold.
Oh, it's already sold.
It's literally, well, we already have an offer and that we accepted.
Is it under contract already?
Yes, it is.
And when does that close?
I don't have a date yet, but it's on the contract.
It's on the contract. Do you guys are you open to accepting other offers just in case they whoever's buying it doesn't come through on that one?
So the house was going through foreclosure. It's in bankruptcy right now, so you have to go to the bankruptcy attorney to accept the offer. It has a mortgage on it of $350,000, but has about over 100 equity in it. We already done renovation on that house. Right? We already done renovation in the house, but the house was broken into. So the only thing that you would need to do in that house, because it was partially renovated, is to finish the basement. He has a huge basement, to get your 100K equity in the house and to get it sold for above 400K. So if you want to submit an offer, I can give you if you want more information and you want to submit an offer, I can give you my agent that you need to go through. But just to let you know, it would have to be approved by Chapter 13 bankruptcy attorney, because that's how we were able to save it for it not foreclosing.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah. So I can give you her number, the agent number, and you talk to the agent that I'm working with.
Okay.
And then
But this is a realtor, correct? But the property is not
correct.
listed.
Yes, we didn't list it, but it's what you call out of pocket listing or something like that.
Yeah, like a partner
Right.
listing.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Because I own it,
Right.
and that realtor is my business partner. But you got to go through her if you want to submit an offer. Or you
An
want
offer
detailed
that has to be
information on
approved
it.
by. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So that's the situation with the house.
Perfect. And just to confirm, this is West,
Yes.
correct?
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah,
Correct.
'cause it's alrighty. Perfect. What's the agent's number? Name and number.
Give me a second. Her name is Shundo.
How do you spell that? Sorry.
SHUNDAL. Shundle Rogers.
Okay.
You most likely it's best that you text her first because she may not answer. She doesn't recognize the number. So, and I'll let her know that someone is going to reach out for a backup offer.
Okay.
Let me see. Actually, wait. Yeah, 1 second. I thought I
Okay.
would be able to get her number is.
So yeah, I'm going to send all the information you provided me with to our property specialist. They'll do the due diligence and reach out. And I do appreciate you providing me all that information. We'll go ahead and reach out to her. Ready? Remember, my name is Kevin. Appreciate your time, Marvina. God bless.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay, Kevin. Good job.
Really, it's kind of unique. Foreclosure, bankruptcy, Chapter 13. She had an agent.
Yeah. A lot of things going on there, but it was good. I mean, I really like that you asked that you kind of pivoted and asked, if she was accepting any backup offers, you're gonna clarify the situation of the sold part. So that was good. That was really, really good.
I mean, listening to it now, it sounds like she didn't have it on the contract, but that's what I understood. But I guess if I would have known that she didn't have it on the contract, I'd probably try to get more questions. But because right now I heard that it seems like she wasn't really on the contract. But that's what I heard at the moment. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if it was a good lead.
Yeah. Maybe she actually is on I mean, at first she considered it sold.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she probably is under contract, maybe with a buyer too. Sometimes when they say it's under contract, you want to clarify if it's under contract with a realtor or a buyer, but she literally considered that sold at first. So I think, I don't know, I think she might have been, I don't know, but good point. It was good to clarify. All right.
Just
Any
to touch on
feedback?
that,
Okay.
of course. So just to touch on that, like, hey, we're not sure if she's under contract or where she's at in that process. A good question is, has earnest money or EMD been submitted?
Okay.
Right? So you can have a contract, but if EMD is not in, then it's not open with title yet. So at
Okay.
that point, if that hasn't been done, or if she's like, oh, we just signed the agreement, awesome. Okay, so they gave you an offer. I mean, are you happy with that offer? And they'll probably say, I wish I could have got a little bit more, but it is what it is. I had to take it. That leads you right into price. Okay, well, I mean, what number ideally did you want to get for this? Oh, I wanted to get 200,000. Okay, so you're telling me if we came in and I got this over to my property specialist and we gave you a number closer to that 200,000, would you consider working with us? Or do you consider it, a done deal with the other people? And they'll tell you something. But yeah, I thought it was a really good call. You made something out of seemingly nothing. The only thing I would say here is, when you call somebody and they say, oh, it's sold. Okay, awesome. And then follow up with your next question. You just want to acknowledge like what they said. Okay, awesome. You sold it. You got that check in hand. It's amazing. Well, I didn't get the check yet. Oh, okay. But you did a great job asking like when's close of escrow. It's a really great question to ask. Yeah, that's all I had for you. I thought it was a good call.
Awesome. Thanks.
That was
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Diana.
No, I was just gonna say that was really good feedback. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was a good call, very good call. The only loose thread I could think of was, is she living in the property? Because she mentioned at one point that it had been broken into. I got the sense that she wasn't living at the property. So it's good to clarify that, get some idea on that. It helps to know with the timeline, and how quickly she wants the deal done. When has the bankruptcy been completed? If she was living in it, because I've been through bankruptcy, you could have had the house excluded from the bankruptcy, and you could still sell it, so.
Okay, another great point. Yep. Very good. Good job, Kevin. That's cool.
Thank you.
Okay, so we had a call. Okay, that person's not here yet. Can we do the one, Linnell, from Jose? I see one from Jose B. You still here?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he
Yes,
oh.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
I got you. Linnell, we can't hear anything. I see you're sharing sound.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey Charles, this is Jose with the Home Buyers Network. I'm calling about your property.
We're not selling right now.
We're not
Thank you.
selling right now. Oh, but I mean, do you think maybe in the future could be a possibility, sir?
Oh yeah, it'll be in the future, but I'm not sure how far in the future it'll be. It's only after we find ourselves in a situation where we can't live alone. So it may be 2 years, it may be 5 years.
Okay, I see. Okay. Charles, and I mean, why would you sell in 2 years, for example?
Well,
Wow.
we're 85 years old.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And we've been in the house since we've been married. And
How beautiful.
so
A whole life together in that house.
yep.
Wow. I can see. How much memories. I mean,
Yes, that's true. Very much.
Hey, Charles, just we don't like to buy properties from people that doesn't want to sell, you know. So
Yeah.
if there's any point that you really consider it, just say this number. My name is Jose. Okay. And
Okay.
we are serious buyers. We help people, when they wanna just turn the page and move to something, when they get attention and when they can be happier.
Yeah.
So
Understand.
we have done that before a lot of times, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see the process, and we can help you through all the process, not just giving you the money and then just that's your problem. Maybe we can find you a place down the road. I mean, if that's what you will be looking for in the future, I can
Well,
totally understand.
there's our church has a retirement home, and that's where we would be going. So
Sounds amazing. Okay.
thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. Have a good day. God bless you.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Okay. The audio was really low on Jose's end. Like
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah.
now you sound really loud. So you might want to check your mic or something. Because you sounded really low. No, I'm saying now you sound really clear and loud, but on the call it was very low.
Oh.
So you might want to do like a test call
Yeah.
when you get on a dialer again to make sure that it's not your mic or something like that, because it was very low. I mean, very.
Yeah. Because when I do the calls, I use this microphone, and I can adjust the gain on this microphone. I'm not using it right now, but when it's correctly set up, hers perfect. So maybe I just had the gain a little off from what it should be.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure it doesn't happen again.
What's the feedback to your
Yeah.
song?
Well, at least it's a follow up. I mean, it could be a lead down the road. They are very old, and he said that he will sell when the time comes. And yeah, they were really old. I couldn't keep up the conversation too much. I mean, just acknowledge him, and yeah, basically just said the like a follow up, like, okay, well, if you ever change your mind, just let us know. Save this number for the future. So I think it was good for what I could get from that call. What
Okay.
What do you say?
Honestly, it was very hard to hear.
Yeah.
Did anybody else catch kind of the flow of the call?
Yeah. All right. So I got you. I feel like the intro, I couldn't really hear the intro, but I think the guy said, no, we're not looking to sell right now. Good job acknowledging that and be like, oh, okay, got it. So, I think you said, why would you sell in 2 years? Or no, you said, so we should follow up with you sometime down the road. Something of that nature. Absolutely perfect. That's what you should do. And this is how you turn this type of call into getting a little bit more information. They're not ready now, but we got so much more than if we would have just said, oh, okay, not right now. Click. So really good job pushing through that. Critique. You asked, why would you sell in 2 years? Asking why. For most people, you don't want to use why. That's going to trigger them. Who asks you why a lot? Your mom. Why did you do that? So it triggers a lot of people. So you would just want to use what. It's a lot more softer, So, okay, awesome. 2 years. What's going on in 2 years? Well, we're going to retire and move into our church facility. Okay. And I mean, 2 years, you said you're 85. So that's going to make you 87. What, then I would use a why. Why is that important in like 2 years? Why not do it now? Well, because blah, 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 blah. Okay. So if you could get the price that you guys were looking for and you could move into that retirement home sooner than the 2 years, would you guys even consider that? No, we wouldn't consider it. Okay. Well, hey, I definitely got it. I'll notate that and, we'll follow up with you here and just probably check in on you in probably 3 months just to see where you're at. Because that's how our follow-up cycle works. We're not going to follow up in 2 years. It's probably going to be sold. So ideally we'll want to touch base every 2-3 months. But yeah, other than that, definitely good job staying on the phone.
Thank you, Ali. Nice feedback. Totally. Yeah. Good point on that. Digging on the motivation, in the correct approach, like not asking why directly, but leading into the way so we can ask why properly. I like that. Really. Thank you for that. Good stuff.
All right.
That was Charles Yoder, right?
I'm not sure. I only have the number.
Yeah, it is. It is Charles Yoder. You see, I also requested another calibration today, but I don't know if it was too. I think it was right on the, on the good amount of time that I should take for a call, because sometimes I do longer calls that I should. But this one was in the right time frame. Mark Schaeffer, I believe. I would love to hear that call again. It was very interesting.
Okay, we can play it
Red tide.
when QA gets to it. They'll put it on the sheet, so we'll put that. All right.
Okay.
Sorry, was anybody gonna add something? No. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next call. Then I think you have it pulled up. It's from Marlon. So let's see how he did. I think it's one of his first calls. So let's see.
Yes, my name is Marlon. I'm calling with Home Buyers Network. I was calling about the property on We Are Real
Yes,
Estate.
are you interested in buying it?
Well, we are real estate investor, and I just wanted to see if you have considered possibly selling this property.
Selling it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's listed currently.
Okay. So awesome. So we're looking to buy properties in this area, and well, what can you tell me about this property, ma'am? How about what is your offer?
What's my offer? I mean, it's listed at 5 something, but that's probably not the market right now. So it's really, I think the least that they would take is 450 for it.
Okay. So is that okay? Let's see here. So what is the current price for the property? What is going to be a good number for you to sell this property for?
It's really not up to me. It's 450 is the least because of the lender.
Okay, you said
That's what they
450.
would take. So.
Okay, yeah. This is what I can do, ma'am. I can go ahead and ask you some questions, and I can pass the information over to my project manager, and they can come up with an offer. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay. Now, do you have any mortgage on this property, ma'am?
No, it's a hard money lender.
Okay. And is anyone living in the property right now, or is it rent?
Nope, it's empty.
It's empty right now. Okay. And okay. And if you get the right number, how soon would you like to sell this property, ma'am?
Tomorrow.
Okay, like pretty much immediately. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. What is gonna be a best number that I can reach you at?
The same one.
Okay. Let me just confirm it. It's 6, right?
Yes.
And who am I speaking?
Tabitha.
Sabata. Okay, it's because I'm showing a number here that says Elite Financial Group. So that's the number that we get.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna take your information, ma'am, and they're gonna they will try to schedule an appointment, to send an inspector to make it an evaluation for the property, and we're gonna come up with an offer. Okay.
Sure.
Now, how many bats and beds do you have on this property?
Two.
Okay. And how long have you been thinking about selling this property prior to my call?
It was an investment property we flipped, so that was the purpose.
Okay. And what have you make you sell the property?
What's making me sell it?
Uh-huh.
It's a flip. It's a house flip. So it was purchased to sell. It wasn't meant for us to reside in or anything.
Oh, okay.
It's not a residential. Yeah.
Okay. And you said your offer is 550, right?
That's the least the lender will take. So.
That's the least. Okay. All righty. Well, with that information, it's more than enough for me to pass the information over to my project manager, and they're going to get in contact with you soon. Okay, Sabata, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Marlon, what's your feedback?
Well, I got a feedback from right after I had that call. Honestly, I was kind of nervous. If you listen to my speed, I was going fast because I was honestly nervous. That was my first call. Of course, right after having a lot of hangups and voicemails and all that, finally I had the chance to speak with somebody. Well, I got a feedback from one of you guys on the WhatsApp group chat we have. And this is something that I said, and is wrong. I said that the information was going to be passed over to one of the project managers. So we never say that. We say property specialist. That's one thing. When it comes to the questions that I ask, I guess I did ask the question that I had. I don't know if you guys have a feedback about it.
Yeah, I do. All right. But before I give my feedback, anybody wants to chip in? Let me see the newbies. Juan, what do you think of the call? I know you're new, but based on your previous experience, what do
Yeah,
you
it was a
think?
good call. Yeah, when he was a little bit nervous, and all, but he did well. I mean, obviously, I would ask, because she mentioned a couple of times that that was the least that the lender would take. So it was not the right price. I mean, if she had a ballpark figure in mind, that would be probably my question. But yeah, sometimes you're just scary away with the call and it happens, right? But it was a good call.
Okay. Yeah, not bad to be a first call, I have to say. So,
Yeah.
Wow, I came in late, but it sounded like a hot lead. I mean, it sounded like a hot lead. She said, I'll move tomorrow. And it sounded like somebody that has experience. And I came in pretty late and it sounded like somebody with experience. So kudos.
yeah, she did mention that she bought it to flip it. So
Yeah, good job. He got like, for his first call, got a lot of information. And you could tell maybe that, there's vocabulary that you might have missed, but that's just because, you're starting. But yeah, I would just follow up with whatever she says. Like she said that that's the least the lender would take. So I might have asked her, is that the least that you would take, or you're looking for that, or you're looking for more? But yeah, so it's a flip, But yeah, great job, man.
Yeah, great job. I liked how you handled the call. Just a couple of things. For example, don't ask. I mean, what's your offer? I mean, so she's on the market. She's selling, and when she said about the lender, about this a fix and flip, and about the lender, you could even ask, okay, so what's going on there? I mean, how much is owed to the lender, or those kind of stuff. But good job. I mean, for the first calls, I mean, it's awesome, really good.
Alrighty. Yeah, I got the feedback as well. That was actually the first one I got from one of you guys. That we don't ask what is your offer. Instead of asking what is your offer, I could ask like, what is your number or price? All right,
Yeah.
but
As
Yeah,
soon as you,
totally. And
yeah, Marlon, as soon as you found out she was a fix and flipper, you want to ask, how did that project go? You want to know when she bought it and how long it's taken. It sounded like she wasn't too experienced either. Do you know why I say that? Does anybody know? Did anyone pick up a clue here about this?
I do.
because she said
For
that's
you.
the least that the lender will take. Oh, sorry, Chad.
Yeah,
Go
she
ahead.
was going to her bottom or negative cash on this project. She was talking about what she owed the hard money lender, and it seemed to me that that was the stress point, because she's actually listing at 550, if I heard it right, but she was giving the game away. So I would have talked a lot more about that. It sounds like she's under the gun with a hard money lender.
So guys, let's play a little game here. In the chat, drop down in a few words what you think her stress is, or why is this lady selling? Graham has identified a loose thread. I picked up on it too. And anybody that wants to be a good lead manager or closer, you're gonna have to read between the lines and pick up on this. So. Okay. Okay. All right, who wants to unmute and say what it is, what they think is going on with this?
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe she mentioned something about hard money loan. I think she took a loan for possibly an investment project or a fix and flip, and it seems like it didn't go really the way she wanted, and she just wants to pay off the lender instead of just making money off or profiting from the project itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
She was walking empty-handed. She just want to pay the lender. That was completely the pain point there.
Right.
Yeah. That's what we call loose threads, and you pull them. I don't care where you are in the script. Pull those loose threads. Remember that.
Yeah. No, seriously, that was a very hot lead because it sounded like to me, and we won't know until we go and find out more in the with the follow-up. It sounded like she bought this property to flip it, and now things are not going well. It's not going according to plan. So that's a hot lead. It could be a very hot lead. Now, one thing that she said, these are the little cues you guys want to listen for. He said, when are you looking to sell? Right? How soon? So Marlon, we don't ask how soon. We say, what's your time frame? What time frame works best for you? Right? And then she's gonna say, she said tomorrow. I'd sell tomorrow if I could. And she meant that. I felt like she meant that when she said that. What does that mean? That means this is a problem. I want to get it off of my hands. I want to get this headache out of my way. Right? That's a hot lead because of that. And then
Absolutely.
she has to pay the money lender. She's running out of time, which means that the flip didn't go according to plan, which means there's more problems. And guys, what we do here, we solve problems. And this lead is potentially full of problems. Yeah, major urgency. That's right, Alex. Yeah.
All righty. Anybody else have something to add?
Yes. Okay.
I had. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So I think we covered the beginning, double asking questions. You kind of inserted the most common objection as one of your questions. I don't know if that was like ninja psychology or what, what's your offer? But she was definitely a little thrown off by that. But yeah, just careful on that. The next thing is, yeah, just holding on to that hard money lender. With some of these people, you have to use context clues. So with a hard money lender, there are certain things that you guys should know. When somebody uses a hard money lender, it's for a short period of time. That timeline can be, it's never more than like 2 years. Very short amount of time, and it's also very high interest. You're talking 10, 14, 15%, way over what normal rates are in the market. So knowing that she's on a specific time frame, knowing that it's super high interest rate, another context clue that when somebody says hard money, I automatically know in my head they're a fix and flipper, or they were using the money for that intention. So if they're a fix and flipper, typically I'm going to know the occupancy, because you're not going to take out a hard money loan for a short period of time at a super high interest rate to put, Sam and Johnny and their 2 kids. Not going to happen. So next, I would just say some active listening on here. She gave you the price earlier. I think she said it was listed for $520. She doesn't think it's like worth that much, or she said something to that effect, and that she would take $450. Something good to touch on is, okay, you don't think it's worth $520. So I mean, is that the agent pushing for you to sell it at $520? Have you talked to the agent and expressed to them, hey, I don't think this is worth $520. We might get more traction if we drop the price. Or is the agent just, whatever, and disregarding your opinion? I think that would have been a good point to touch on. And then again, just active listening, because she did tell you the price early on. She said, hey, it's listed for $520. I will take $450. So you didn't need to re-ask that. She also told you, hey, I purchased it to sell it. So you already know there it's a fix and flip. You can go into that. Okay, obviously, so you're an investor. You've probably done this before. What's some of the biggest challenges that you're having with selling it right now? And then the main thing that I do want to touch on that would have helped you a lot in this call is pulling up the property. It's going to give you so much information that's useful. One, you would have saw it was listed. Cool, fantastic. The next thing you would have saw is, if you like go down a little bit, is the days on market. That's so important, because I talked to a lady today in, I don't even know where in Florida, but she's dealing with the same situation. She brought this property as a fix and flip. It's been on the market 120 days. She used hard money. She's already had to extend the loan with the lender so they didn't foreclose on her. But she's having a hard time selling the property just because of the market and the way the market shifted so drastically. So if you start seeing a high days on market, you can ask like, hey, what kind of feedback have you been getting? Most of it, they're going to say, well, people like it, but the interest rates are killing it. Now you can start going into some consequence questions, which is more lead manager stuff. But okay, got it. So I know with hard money, there's a timeline, right? You guys, saying that you know that, that's showing that you do have experience with these types of things. You know what they are because we're the home buyers network. So one, you can start asking like, hey, what's your backup plan if this doesn't sell? It's already been on here 128 days. Can you get an extension? I mean, can you put renters in there and still like break even for a little while? What's that next plan look like? And I think you would have really gotten this lady to open up. But I do still think it's a super hot lead. And it looks like she's just looking to break even. So that's my feedback.
Very good. Very, very good.
Also, on the back of that, the market is slowing down. We're entering spring, it's going in the opposite direction. So those looking for leads, we can look for the fix and flippers because the likelihood of more distressed fix and flippers right now is rising on a daily basis. Average days in the market is at a 45-degree angle in most markets right now. It's going up. So that might be a way of generating leads, look for that. So when you look in Zillow, for instance, you see every room in the house has been fixed up. Have a look at when that property was sold last. That might be a good lead. Give it a call, see what happens, Just a thought.
Absolutely. Those are great follow-up questions for sure. Especially to start practicing them now on the cold call, even though they're a little bit more advanced. They're good to start implementing your calls now. So when you do get to the next level, you're more prepared. So yeah. All right. So I picked up on the same thing that you mentioned yourself, which that's good that you're able to recognize that and point that out yourself. Slow down. I feel like you were talking so fast that you weren't listening to what she was saying because like right after she mentioned the price, you asked about price, right? So it's like you were trying to get through the call so quickly that you were missing out on what she was saying. And the questions were a little bit out of order as well, right? Like you asked her, what's your offer? They usually ask us, what's your offer? Which Alia pointed that out as well. And the other questions as well, they were a little bit out of order, but I also felt like it was because of your pace, right? It was very, very fast. But I would suggest to slow down, study the script, and take your time, especially if the person is like that, like willing to talk and everything. I know she came a little bit like straightforward asking you that, and you might have felt like, oh my God, yeah, I have to get through this quickly. But take your time, in practicing the script. Even if you sound like a little bit robotic at first, that's fine. That's normal. You're trying to get through the questions. But then it's gonna flow a lot better once you know what you're gonna ask next too. So get used to asking the questions exactly how they are on the script now. So then you can be able to kind of, make it yours and personalize it to your style. But other than that, also ask one question at a time. You're asking like 3 questions at the same time. But yeah, other than that, good job. Keep practicing the script. It's going to help you a lot and keep showing up to the trainings as well. So, yeah, Brandy.
You can see my hand this time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All I wanted to say, all I wanted to say is that, yeah, Marlon, great job. And I know like when you have your first call and then you get someone that's interested, you be like you get very nervous, right? And you're like, oh, I have to hurry before this person leaves or whatever, hang up the call or whatever. But like how Shad said in one of a previous meeting that it was about a question that I asked, that if someone is interested, they won't hang up on you, you know. I guess that unless that person is busy, but they'll always answer a few questions because I monitor a few calls and they always gonna give you like a few answers to whatever you're calling about, you know. So that's how Diana said, take it easy. I know, like when your first call comes, it's very like, but try to listen, carefully at what the seller is telling you. Take your notes while you're on the call because like that you will know like oh and listen and keep it in your like in your head, because like going back and ask the same question when they already asked, they'll be like, she's not even him or she's not even listening, and then that can be a chance for you to lose a lead. But besides that, keep it up and just study your script.
Okay, sure will.
So before we kind of hop off this topic, if you guys look in the chat, you're gonna see two things in there, right? The first image, we were talking about pulling up Zillow. So that first image, you pull it up. This is as soon as you click Zillow. First red flag or green flag for us. You see that price cut? Normally you see price cuts of 10, 15, 20,000. They dropped it $456. That tells me they're at the very bottom of their acceptable range of offers, and they're literally scraping off pennies at this point. The next red flag, or green flag for us, 214 days on market. That is abnormally high. I don't care what market this is in, that is probably triple the normal time something's on market. Right? So you see that, you're like, all right, man, look at these. What's the color between green and red? Is that orange? I don't know. Look at these orange flags. And then you want to go down to the price history. So from what I saw, right? So it looks like this person listed it. It could have been earlier, but we're going to assume here. They listed it 7/20/2023 for $789. And then what do you see? Green flags, price drop, price drop, price drop, price drop, price drop, price drop. And then January of this year, it went pending. So somebody, put in an offer. This is information. Okay. So it looks like I saw this pending a while ago. What happened with that? Oh, they backed out, they couldn't get financing, or something happened. But this is information to be had when you see like pending sale and you see a long history of price drops. This is signs of motivation. So that's why it's really important to pull up Zillow. It gives you a lot of information without the seller spelling it out. That way you can start asking more pointed questions to really get to the root of the problem. But I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah, we could see this happening a couple of years back, right? Pace actually said on a call, don't do fix and flips, and now we're seeing it. This is a perfect example of what we need to look for. We can generate leads here. This is what we're going to be seeing in the next probably 90 days. Examples like this. Very interesting. So we get excited as investors, right? This is lead.
I have a quick question. So what happens if someone comes and they say, I'm selling my property for 450, right? Okay. And then they come up and then we ask like for a lower price or whatever. And that person come and say, the least that I will accept is 10K. What do you guys think about that? That's something that question has me like thinking a lot. So I really need to get out of that doubt that I don't know if if anyone understand
Well,
the
you said,
question.
say that again. If they want 450, what's the 10K? What is it?
Yeah, let's say well, not a property, a land. I think it was a land from a call that I was listening to.
Uh-huh.
That this person come and say that it's for 450, and then he said the least that I can accept for this is 10K because he needs to sell it ASAP, because he's leaving to another country. But so like from 450 to 10K, I think that's a lot that he's going down on that land. So
I think by 10K he means like the range of negotiation. Like he can lower it by a 10K.
Like the wiggle room?
Yeah, I don't think it's like going to 10K. It's more like, oh, I can reduce it by 10K.
Yeah, that or the guy, the co-caller was a good negotiator.
Yeah, maybe I misunderstood that. I just wanted to get clear on that, because I was like, what? So,
Or maybe she was trying to mention that's how much she was trying to net. That's how much she wanted to make at the end of the sale.
Right. That could be it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Could be could be that they have a loan and very low equity. Also.
Or they could be pranking, right? If they really went from 450 to 10, that's a fake lead.
that's what I was thinking, But if
We
the
have to
person
hear it.
sound like serious, like
Is that a real call? Did that really happen on a call? If it is, like we'd have to listen to it, and then we could see, play lead or no lead, and then take a vote on if they're yanking our chain or if they're just crazy, or maybe like Jose said, maybe they just want to add 10 so that they want 450, or that's what they owe, and they want at least 10 to walk away. I don't know. We have to listen to it.
okay.
Yeah, I agree. I was gonna say to pull up the call for tomorrow or the day after. Okay, sounds good. Any other questions?
Yeah, on that note of expired listings, I had a very interesting call today. What I lead on is a commercial. It was like a commercial, and the guy said that they tried to sell it for 2 years and didn't sold. And they are currently renovating the property at the moment. And like he says something like they had a timeline, like they had to reopen the business in a month because they are paying almost 15K monthly for the mortgage. Like while they're out closed, they have to every month put that. And by the end of the year, he think that they will have to refinance. And it was a long call. I mean, the guy just started telling me everything, open to terms, everything, and it was like, man, this could be a hot lead, or I don't know.
What's his
I was
current
curious
interest?
about. Huh?
What
7.
He's at 7 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably going to go higher then by the time he gets his refi. So that 15 is going to be actually higher by the time he's by the end of the year. That's why he has to sell it. It's going to get tough. Like Graham said earlier, the market's moving in the wrong direction for sellers, which is great for buyers. The sellers have had, they've been winning for the past several years. Now it's time for the buyers to come out, and the buyers are going to start winning. This is how the market goes.
Yeah. The guy was completely open to terms, and I said, what would be like a good amount you would like to see at closing? He said, well, would you do it for 0 if we can take over? He said, well, at least something. He said, oh, would you consider like a 5% down and one that year to cash flow the property and then start doing payment? He said, yeah, sure, that could be something. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, the call lasted about half an hour because the guy told me a lot of that property. It was like, so please, and the guy wants an appointment for tomorrow.
I bet he does. Sounds like these people that are in pain, they want to sell quick.
Mhm.
There's some motivation out there right now. All right,
Yeah.
so it's
He
going
wants to list the property on the market too.
Yeah, well, they're not going to be buyers there, right? And the buyers that are on the market, they're going to want to get a good deal. So it's about to get interesting. It's going to get into the rest of this year is going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. Yeah, good stuff.
Awesome.
Great call. Good stuff, Jose.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask about something that I'm not really prepared for, and that is whenever I call someone and they're interested in selling. In fact, they're interested in selling multiple properties, and they say like we have this, and that. Like what kind of direction should we take in the call? Because like I can go with them through the call and on the property that I have on my screen, but like I feel it's kind of a wasted potential to just have the other ones not be mentioned. And I also feel like it would take too long if I gone through all of them. So what's like the middle ground here?
Can I intervene?
No,
I
go
would
ahead.
say you ask for those address, man. Ask for those address and put them down. And if the cow takes longer, I mean, it's not because of you. It's because the deal is good. So, I mean, go ahead, bro. I mean, find everything you can about it. Everything.
Yeah, I agree. Usually when there's like a 20-minute plus call, we usually flag it. But usually, we find that there's a conversation about not the properties they're selling, but that would be a huge exception, right? If the owner has multiple properties that they would like to sell, do get the information for those. That's like 3, 4, 5 leads in one. That's very beneficial for you. So try to stay in topic. Just get the information, the basic information, and move on. You don't have to have like a super long conversation about each story of the property because that's what the lead manager is going to do. But just getting the basic information for each, that will help a lot instead of just like passing it off.
So like square footage, bedroom and bathroom counts, address, overall condition, all that, and then just cut it.
Just the 4 pillars, right? So same thing with every call, just like the price, the condition, why are they looking to sell it, if anything, and what's the other one?
The
Timeline.
time frame.
The time frame, yeah, exactly.
You
You
know
don't
what?
have to get into.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you don't have to get into the nitty-gritty of like square footage and bath, just general info that you can get quickly and move on. You don't have to get those details.
Okay, got it.
That's information
You
we
know
can
what?
line sometimes on Zillow. Sorry, Jose, go ahead.
No, sorry. I had one seller like that had more properties, and actually he didn't want it to sell the one that was on the lead, like on the description, but wanted to sell another one like in the same condo thing, and another one in a different location. So he gave me the addresses, and I asked why he would sell them, and yeah, he wants to retire. So the motivation is going to be the same for if he wants to sell all the properties. Is there's like a motivation for everything, and yeah, just finding the basics. Bats, is there free and clears, or you have mortgage on it, that stuff. But yeah, great.
All right, sounds good. All right, everybody, we are at the top of the hour. I'm gonna put a link on the chat for our Facebook group. If you have not joined yet, feel free to do so. It's free. You can invite other people that are also in real estate. You'll find most of us there. And if you're not joined, go join and invite other people to join again. Share the group also. And sorry, we're gonna say something, Sean?
No, so I was just clearing my throat. Sorry.
So yeah, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Alondra's night. So tune in for her lead manager topic tomorrow. I'm not sure what she has planned, but should be good. Tomorrow, same time, same link again. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I appreciate each and every one of you for attending tonight's training. And I hope you all have a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank